Hey guys, today we are starting a new block. This is the weekly overview for November 11th, and today is Veterans Day. So thank you to all that who have and are currently serving. The significance of the numbers today, we have 11/11, which is the date, 1918, which was Armistice Day. It was the end of World War I, and basically that ended up being 11/11, ended up being Veterans Day starting in 1954. Okay, so we want to thank everybody who is and has served. Today is a very steady mover. We've got 11 box jumps with step down, 11 dumbbell front squats, and 19 calorie row, and then 18 dumbbell hang power snatches. Now, when choosing weights here, these front squats and these snatches should be unbroken, so picking a weight that you can move pretty steadily with. The box jump with a step down, again, keeping that nice and consistent. And then we have this 19 calorie row. When we look at this being 17 plus or 7 rounds plus being a high target is roughly 3 minutes a round, you're kind of combining these two first movements for a minute, then we have a minute, and then another minute. Okay, but realistically, just moving steady today, guys, is really what it's all about. And again, thank you. Make sure you guys thank someone who is or has served today, and that is the significance of what we're doing. On Tuesday, we are going to start off with the first of a few different weeks of this upper body gymnastic pressing paired with some heavier hinging. So what we have here is a deadlift 4x5. You're going to record each set. That's at the 0. At the 90-second mark, you're doing a strict gymnastic press, so something between 4 and 8 reps. So we want this to be a tough thing. RX plus, deficit handstand push-ups, strict handstand push-ups, strict dip, or box dip. Those are the options. We're not really going to push into anything else. You know, you can maybe do a push-up. That would be another one, but we're not kipping handstand push-ups today. This is all about focusing on control. If you can really blow through those numbers, and that seems pretty easy for you, then make it tougher or do a tempo. We were trying to build strength with the gymnastic press today. On the deadlift, keeping this anywhere between 70 and 85%. That's a pretty big range, but depending on who you are, you know, and how well you actually max out and hit your 1 rep max, that range is still going to be good. We're just trying to make those 5 reps to be relatively tough. Now, for the fitness, we're just doing RDLs. So if you have any kind of back issues or someone who kind of struggles with maintaining a solid back position, or you're worried about the deadlift, just do an RDL, go nice and slow, focus on the range of motion, focus on the control. After that, we've got 1 minute as fast as possible. So this is very much a sprint and then rest. 6 Russian kettlebell swings that are heavy. You can even use 2 dumbbells or whatever. We want to make this heavier than a normal kettlebell swing. And then you're going to move into 12 dumbbell push press, just nice and fast, keeping that weight unbroken, and then jumping on the bike to go for as many calories as possible in the remaining minute. We'll rest 3 minutes, and then we'll do this again. Now, we should see, you know, it could potentially be building a little bit round to round, but if there is some drop-off, that's totally fine. I want you guys to really think about pushing this really fast, but being close to repeatable. But if we fall off by a calorie or 2 from the first to the last round, that's what we're going to be doing today. All right, on Wednesday, we're going to pick, you know, either working on those progressive pull-ups that we've done before, which is just pulling a little bit higher each time, keeping the legs tight, or we're going to be focused on just working on the kip swing, bringing the toes up, and working to toe to bar. It's just a skill piece. It's really to work on the kipping position and kipping strength and power, so that's what we're going to start out with. After that, we're going to do some volume work today. So we have 5 minutes of unbroken pull-up sets. You're going to pick 3 to 5 reps as your unbroken set. For chest to bars, 4 to 6. I just kind of extended the range a little bit, but even 3 is still fine there. And you're just going to do unbroken sets. So whatever number you pick to start with, that is what you stick with the whole time. You're just going to work on being able to manage fatigue and manage the clock. So I jump up, hit a set of 6, come down. Rest, look at the clock, jump up, hit a set of 6, come down. And you're doing that for the entire 5 minutes. So you can do this on the 15 seconds, on the 20 seconds, on the 30 seconds. Probably on the 30 seconds is probably the lowest or the longest I would wait. So that way you're doing 2 sets a minute for 10 sets is the kind of the way to look at this. But it's really about repeatability and just kind of focusing on pushing a high quality set of your movement and then just taking a second and then moving on. After that, we're going to rest 2 minutes, and then we just have a barn burner here for 5-minute AMRAP, 25 double unders, and then 5 burpees to a target. Really a fast pace, just hinging movement. We're just kind of finishing off with some high heart rate work after hitting that gymnastic piece. So really just push the pace. I don't really want to give you guys an idea of how many rounds. I mean, it could be anywhere from upwards of 8 to 10, I think, possibly, or maybe even more. But it's going to be very fast. All right, on Thursday, we're going to start out with the overhead squat times 5 on the 2 minutes for 5 sets. Okay, this is a quality range of motion day. All right, so we're not really pushing the max effort on the overhead squat. If you're very comfortable with it, that's fine. If you're totally uncomfortable with it, that's okay too. We are going to just try to push you into a position with either this PVC pipe plus some squat therapy, which is basically doing squats on the wall with your hands up, just focusing on trying to improve your upright torso. So just think about this first part is really just about improving your overall position in the squat. So we're going to challenge that range of motion. We're really going to challenge our position in the squat, and then we're going to go from there. After that, we are going to be doing front squats from the rack. You know, for the performance fitness, you do not have to go from the rack. You can go from the floor. And we're going to keep the calories the same here. So it's 20 or 15. So you have 5 rounds, you have 20 or 15. And then you're doing front squats. Now, the RX plus weight is 245 and 165. And just this should be somewhere between 65 and 75%. I think it should be unbroken. It should be hard, but, you know, roughly unbroken or close to unbroken is what we're looking to be doing here. It's challenging yourself to a weight that you think you can do unbroken, especially for that 10, and then you're just going to try to hang on. But that's the range we're going to be in. So, you know, this is definitely a more challenging weight. I kind of base it off what numbers we've seen in the past as far as with the volume that we just came out of. But that's what we're going to be doing today. All right, on Friday, we've got push press for the fitness and push jerks for performance. And really, it's like if you don't have the ability to really drive the legs and press really hard, then you don't really need to work on the push jerk as of now. But we are going to be going time 6 on the 2.5 minutes for 6 sets. Or I'm sorry, for 5 sets, building to a 6-rep max. Okay, so we are going to build to a heavy set of 6. After that, 3 minutes on the clock, 3 hang power cleans, 155, RX plus is 185, 5 toes to bar, and 7 push-ups. So 3 minutes, rolling through there, and then you're going to rest, and then we're going to start over, and you're going to do it again. Okay, and for this workout, guys, this is about quick transitions. You know, for the toes to bar, you're trying to, you know, if you have to scale that to even 4 or 3 just to go unbroken, that's what we want to do. Same thing with the push-up. We're really trying to pick a number that we know we can just go unbroken. It's working on transitions and just keeping a consistent high power output throughout this workout for 3 minutes on, 1 minute off, 4 sets. On Saturday, we're going to be doing for time 150 or 100 cals on the bike. For the ladies, we have 100 wall balls and then 50 D-ball over the shoulder, just moving nice and steady, breaking it up as you need to with a partner, finishing off this week. All right, guys, if you have any questions, as always, you can reach out to me at brandon@makocrossfit.com. If not, we'll see you in the gym.